Good evening, everyone, and thank you for coming to the regular meeting of the Sugar Creek Township Board of Trustees. Today is Monday, the 17th of November at 7 p.m. I call this meeting now to order. Rich, would you take the roll call?
Mr. Mueller?
Here.
Mrs. DeStefani?
Here.
Mr. Kramer?
Here. So first on the agenda, let's bring up Pastor Nick from the Heritage Church. And Nick, if you want to say something about your church after you get done with the prayer, we'd be more than willing to listen to that.
Absolutely. So before I start, absolutely. I thought I was going to a congregation to be a blessing, but I'm the one that ended up being blessed by it all. Since you're asking, we buried my friend's mom today.
Oh.
Well, she's in better hands right now. She's not suffering anymore, and to see people truly come together to support each other, to be there. There were some tears, there were some laughs, just a reminder of the perspective of the things that are really important, not just the horizontal, but the vertical. So I'm honored to be here tonight. Heritage is, like I said, is just an absolute blessing, and we want to do anything we can for the community. So with that, would you bow your heads with me? Heavenly Father, I thank you for this day. I thank you for this lovely, wonderful community that you have here. May we continue to honor you with what we do so that we can be along your path and that your blessings are deserved as best that we can, Lord. Guide this meeting tonight. Help us to come together and recognize how we can help one another. I pray for this leadership. I pray for their safety and protection. I pray for the safety and protection of our police department and our firefighters and first responders, as well as our teachers and this next generation coming up. But Lord, this is the leadership here tonight. We have a lot of responsibility, and I pray that you help us to fulfill those shoes. We love you, and we pray this in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen. Thank you.
Okay, while we're standing, let's do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Super. Well, welcome all. The agenda is posted. There will be an area in the agenda for public comments limited to the agenda items, and then later in the agenda is public comments for the non-agenda items, but pertinent to Sugar Creek Township. That being said, we'll start with the reports.
As I was out of town last week plus, I have nothing to offer this evening. Kara did a great job while I was gone, I know, because Fred told me so.
And she did.
And I reminded Fred she does a great job when I'm here, too. So.
Well, good. Kara, do you want to?
I do have a report. It's not in this one up here, though. I don't know why, but it's in the packet. I don't think I have anything to add. It's been busy, and I think it will be continuing to be busy. So Lifetime Fitness has applied. I don't know that that's on my report. They applied the end of last week, middle of last week, for the reuse of 5 Seasons into a Lifetime Fitness. That's super exciting, so those plans are under review. We do have good news on a reuse of the Kentucky Fried Chicken site. This is also not on my report. I took the call last week, so nothing has been submitted yet, but I do understand that that is under contract with another restaurant user. So with the other vacancy that we have down the street, the Popeyes, we're also working closely with the user on that. I should be able to make an announcement. I don't think we've said what that is.
We received a check from them today.
Oh, well, that's for the variance that they're going to apply
Gotcha.
for on Friday, on Thursday. So we have a user for the Popeyes as well. And then the only other outstanding vacancy we have as far as freestanding buildings along Wilmington Pike is the Old Frisch's. And we understand that there was a lot of interest and that is also under contract. So I don't know who yet for that.
So the Old Frisch's is under contract?
That's what I understand.
Wow. Talked to a
They were
number
going
of...
to go to a different model, right? Weren't they going to?
That's a different one.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about Dolly's, it was.
Oh, yeah.
Dolly's, yeah.
I mean, that's out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Originally, it was going
Yeah.
to become a Dolly's. All of the Frishes were turning, or Big Boys, whatever they're called, were turning into Dolly's.
Yeah.
Now all the
That-
Dolly's are
that-
closed.
Yeah, that is not happening
You're kidding.
anymore.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So once that, we got word of that and the sign went up, I think we were working with a user that had an interest, but there was a lot of other interest and they picked someone, so.
So I talked to a number of people that wanted the Frisch's facility, and they, all of them to one, said it was just way too much money.
Yeah,
So obviously, somebody coughed it up, huh?
Apparently.
I understand that that's the case.
I'll be darned.
I do have something to report.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm going to
No.
backpedal there. For the last 3 years, we have had a recording capability for our meetings and have been unable to crack the code to get them uploaded to a public site. A month ago, I guess it was, we brought in Kathy, what's her last name?
She's amazing.
Oh,
That's quite a last name.
begins with a B.
Starts with a B.
It's not Boggs, is it?
No.
No, Barlow.
Barlow, thank you. It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit, that's why I had trouble.
Fred,
with it.
that's scary.
So Kathy, we put Kathy on that today, and Kathy has cracked the code. So hopefully, we would have had it uploaded today, but there was a little snafu on somebody taking a phone call and just hanging up on it because they didn't know they were getting the phone call. So tomorrow, we should have it uploaded and be getting all our meetings uploaded here shortly.
Hooray, that's terrific.
Yeah.
Yes, that's great news.
So we're going to keep Kathy,
We're gonna, at least gonna have to keep her on for like an hour a month.
Good.
Or she's
We're
gonna have to
okay
give us
with
the
that.
safe cracking
We
tool.
we can do that.
Yes, we can do
that
that.
would be her 7th part-time job.
Yeah,
That would be good.
Well, that's super.
yeah.
Before you move on,
Yep.
Kara, can you go over, what was the Dunkin' Donut event? Remind me, I
There's
know
a
you
grand
mentioned
opening
something.
coming up.
Grand opening,
I
okay.
can't remember the date, I think I sent it to all of you.
And it's
You
just
did,
Dunkin'.
just remind me.
It's a
Okay,
grand
yeah.
reopening. Yeah,
Grand
we're doing
reopening,
Some
okay.
facade renovations
Okay.
and some interior modifications, so they would like to invite us to their grand opening
Hmm.
event.
When is it?
I don't know. I will send an email tomorrow with the information. I don't remember off the top
Okay,
of my head.
thank you. All right.
Right. Good. Planet Fitness. So are they just applying to start the renovations?
Planet Fitness.
Lifetime.
Lifetime,
Fitness,
lifetime,
excuse me,
yeah.
Lifetime.
Yes. They've submitted plans being reviewed by the fire department on some modifications and Greene County Building Department.
My review will be pretty easy because it's pretty much all interior modifications. So my job is hard. We look at parking lots and lighting and they're not changing much of anything.
Out there.
Are they
They're
going to,
using some areas, I think there's maybe a volleyball court, it's gonna become an outdoor other kind of court by the pool, so very minor site modifications.
but they're planning to keep the pool?
Yes, the outdoor pool, yeah, with some renovations and modifications. Yeah.
When we went through there, the issues were the roof and some of the interior
Some
stuff.
deferred maintenance.
Man,
Yeah. This is definitely the outfit that's gonna be able to take that building and bring new life to it. So this is a very exciting thing for our community.
did they give you an estimated completion date?
They are anxious to get their permits so they can get underway. So they are wanting to move as quickly as possible.
They're not gonna state a projection because they don't want to miss it.
I got it. Okay. Rich, fiscal officer?
Hold on.
Yeah, a couple things.
I have one
I'm
more
sorry,
question.
wait.
I'm way down here on the far end, you can't hear me. For the property that Over is trying to rezone again, is that more or less lots than before?
It was less lots than
Less-
before.
How many more less lots, do you remember?
I want to maybe say 10, 12, I can't remember off the top of my head. Now, from the
Okay.
18 plan, it's substantially less.
Yes.
There was another plan that was submitted at the beginning of the year. It's less than that plan, and they're down to 43 lots on 42.7 acres.
I want to say it's about half the amount of lots.
Than the initial
One from
submission.
18,
Yeah, I think that, but the acreage changed a little too, so it's a
Still
different
has some challenges we're
area.
working through.
Yep.
Okay.
Wow, so almost an acre a lot?
Per lot?
It's a density of one dwelling unit per acre, but this is a PUD proposal, so it incorporates open space. So it's not as if every lot is an acre, it's just over the entire 43-acre site, there's 43 lots. Sorry.
Got it. So, but the average would be greater than probably 75% of an acre?
I mean, some of them are a little bit larger, some of them are a little
Yeah,
bit
they're
smaller.
all different
Yep.
sizes. That's good. Excellent. Anything else?
I didn't have nothing else.
Rich?
Yeah, you'll see on the consent agenda items, we have a number of transfers and then corresponding increase to appropriations. And just a little bit of history, up until about 2 years ago, prior to the last audit, and for the record, audits, each time they come out, there's changes in procedures. And a change in procedure in this one was that transfers could not be made without trustee approval, like they were for prior to me, 20-plus years. So anytime we move money within a fund, must be approved by the trustees. So typical this time of year to move funds from one line item to another. I will say that all the funds being moved are within the already approved appropriations from the beginning of the year. So some were somewhat over because of cost increases, personnel changes, folks getting married, healthcare, on down the line. And then we're pulling those funds from, again, already approved appropriations where we were under the line item or the appropriated amount. So I thought it was important to make that statement, because there's a lot this time of year, and in previous years, we never had these. We were able to move those funds internally, and as long as they were within the approved fund. So full disclosure, those are the transfers and the corresponding appropriations that you see there.
So everything that's being transferred is already appropriated?
That's right. Now, the tricky part, and Dee and I met a number of times to determine the amounts, met with the department heads, but as we roll into temporary appropriations, which are due the middle of December, we made notes because we're moving funds from one appropriated amount, which we didn't need, so we're going to base it off of that and not previous. So we've got to be real careful with that. And we're teed up to do that.
Good. Anything else for Rich?
Nope, he's keeping us compliant, that's great.
Brian?
Fire department?
So what's up, oh, I'm sorry.
Take it, Marvin.
On engine 71, I see it's still out of service. That's been 2 months now?
That's all right.
The steering and brake issue is taken care of as of today.
Okay.
We have to get, the death tank has a stone code faulty sensor unit. That's been ordered. It should be in the next couple of days and replaced, so that should be back in service.
Now, on the steering, was that the brake drum then? And the rotor? It was.
Fire apparatus, Bob Jones, replaced the brake chambers, and that came to
Took care of the problem. Okay. Wow. I see you got the system for 71 to put in now, the new exhaust system, diesel exhaust system?
Yeah, we received the grant, the Assistance to Firefighter grant, an amount of $61,000 to add that, replace that exhaust system at Station 71. The FEMA website is down due to the government shutdown, so I'm not proceeded with doing anything because I can't access it, so.
Right. Okay, well, good. That's great. That's a big chunk out of the saving on the budget. Okay.
Is the Station 72 door, is that covered by insurance since it was because of an accident, or is that going to be out of pocket to fix that?
The door's been ordered, I expect it's in anytime.
Okay.
Of the 67 requests from Bellbrook, 5 of the 67 Bellbrook incidents were handled by Sugar Creek Township Fire Department. Explain that. I mean, so they call 67 times and say, hey, we need help, but we only really helped them 5?
No, that's not what that
That's where
means.
5 of those 5 incidents where it was only Sugar Creek Township.
Usually we're
Only.
helping.
Didn't respond to their, they didn't respond to their own.
Ah,
Bellbrook didn't show up for their own calls.
Yeah.
I wonder how much of that of our budget is going to Bellbrook for mutual aid?
One way to find out. Stop it. And then we received 37 assists. I'm assuming we showed up for all of our calls.
Did they handle any of our calls completely?
No. We usually have-
That's the question.
Question.
Okay. Police Department?
Nothing to add, sir.
The one thing I can say is great job on budgeting. That's a pretty good amount of money to still have.
So you're 83% of budget?
I'm working on it.
Killing me, Smalls.
It's not in here. It's not my fault.
Police?
Police report's not in there. It should be the first one.
It's not.
It's not in there. It's not in there.
I guess you don't have people driving through bay doors, do you, and stuff like that?
Not today. Thanks for jinxing us, yeah.
I believe we budgeted for a couple other officers that we don't have also, right?
Yeah. For 2026, yeah.
Oh, we're down this year, which I
No,
think
for
is in the
2025, you're at
budget.
83%.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've been down all
So I
year.
think salaries are probably a good number there.
Ah.
I would agree.
Yes,
I mean, we've
because
been
we're down 3
all
people.
year, 2 officers. We're down now 3 with the resignation of a couple
Okay.
months ago. Do have 2 that we're looking really well at. One had a polygraph this evening. The polygraph was, I think he got there at 4, and I just texted to see if they're still there, and they have left. So fingers crossed, that would be the last step that he needs to go through.
Super. And this is the gentleman from Central State?
Different
Yes,
one.
sir.
Different one.
Ooh. So we could potentially have 2?
Correct. We should know by the next meeting.
Oh, that'd be
Really
great.
good, yes.
I have one more question on the fire department. I see engine 71's been ordered, the new engine has?
We ordered it 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, so it's coming in next year now. That's what they're
End of
saying.
26.
Yeah.
End of '26, and you ordered it 2 years ago?
3.
The month I got hired as fire chief, we ordered it.
You know, is this something that we need to be looking at ordering another engine now for 5 years down the road?
And if we don't need it, can we sell it to someone else?
Take it.
I think we
At a
should,
profit?
we should be looking at.
Get in the queue.
Another medic unit order before, we should be ordering a medic unit now.
Yeah.
Because it's a 36-month lead time as well.
Didn't we already talk about that in a work session, though? I thought, are we
thought
not?
we did.
moving- I thought we were
We
moving
have a
forward
medic
with it.
order.
We have medic units that's being built.
Built
now,
right
that
now.
started.
Gotcha, okay.
Oh, you want to order the next one?
Another one, okay,
Because there's
gotcha,
a
okay.
36-month
That's the way it's.
lead time.
That's the vehicles we put the miles on.
Yeah, because it's going to be 3.5 years before, even if you ordered it now, you're still talking 3.5 years almost down the road to be able to have a new medic now. Right now, you could lock into today's prices, too.
Which is $369,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we don't have to spend that money right now, just locking it in at that price. Then when the equipment comes in, when you do that off
Any
that
reason for them
purchase
not to
deal.
order it?
The medic unit
Put it on the next
currently
agenda.
being built will not be delivered now until March.
Did the ATV come in?
It's in, and we're working through the financing on it.
Okay.
There's always contract issues, always. Right, Callan?
Yes,
Oh, we're going to get a baby box update.
I got it.
Okay. Anything else for either of the chiefs?
I would like to thank both of you for the trick or treat. I'm going out for Beggars Night. I know it wasn't a beautiful night that night, so, but I thank you both for being out there representing the departments and the community, and I know the kids always love it, so that's good.
I didn't make it, but our crews were.
Out there in all the vehicles.
You don't say hi.
I was about to say, when she says you.
You is in the department, yes.
And if I may, Shop with a Cop is the 9th, just a reminder.
Is when?
The 9th of December.
9th of
And I've already
December.
RSVP'd, I'll be there.
just over this
I-
morning.
I did.
For the banquet
Okay, great.
At Walmart?
at Walmart, 6 PM.
Super. Okay, anything else? Let's go to roads and service and see if he's 83% of budget. You learn from these guys so well.
Well, Marvin questioned it in the report. It's in there. I don't know where. It's up, I think.
0 callouts?
No? What is it?
It's not there.
It's not there.
Nope. You're looking for the percent of budget?
No, the barn.
Oh, it's not even on the list.
It
We
took
just
a
wanted
while
to see how
before.
long it took y'all to figure it out.
So the old barn on this side is gone.
I'm allowed to tell him now?
All right.
I was sworn to secrecy not to tell you.
Oh, there's screwballs today.
Screwball.
Sarah says, "Oh my gosh, look at the deer." Kara's in my office. So I open the shades and I'm looking, I don't see any deer. She says, right there by the barn. I'm like, I don't see them. I don't see the deer. She says, you don't see the barn.
You go away for a week and look what happens.
Yeah.
And they said they just had to push one wall and the whole thing.
Super easy,
what are we
yeah, it
gonna
just came
think,
right
yeah?
down.
So we were sworn to secrecy not to mention that, see how long it took you. So they played the deer game on you.
Well, if I'd have opened my windows on my own accord, I would have seen it.
You know, it's
But
really
I
bad. I
lived
didn't
close.
notice it today when I came down. I've been going, the whole week too, and I didn't.
Yeah,
notice
we've
it
been waiting for you to catch on too,
Yeah,
and
Mark.
you haven't either.
This morning, I was too focused on other things.
Yeah.
I understand that. Carpenters, Conifer, berm intersection.
Carpenter Road and
Carpenter Road and,
Conifer Place.
oh, the
Did some berm work.
before you turn in.
So Marvin asked this morning, on Middle Run, did we do a patch out there? Okay. I assumed it was us.
Barry, I know we've discussed it before, but we were talking about trying to get additional lighting on the Pee Wee Martin statue at the Veterans Memorial, and I know that's probably going to be
Actually got an
discussed.
email, I want to say Thursday from Choice One. I got one probably Monday from Choice One, saying that they were going to send us out replacement light
Okay.
fixtures, lenses for it. And then Thursday, I got an email saying they want to come out and meet on site, the company that supplies them, to make sure that they've got the right fixture for what we need. So I hope to get that set up within the next week.
Great.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you, Justin. So are we at the
Information technology.
information technology page? Not on the,
I guess, well, so it's related to information technology. I was unable to get into access to cameras today. Something changed with the permissions, the password or something. They're fixing it. It may be done now. He did get me in through another source to get in to look for, we had an incident that required me to get in and look at the cameras to see if we could see who left the bag of excrement on the front porch. 5-10 pounds of excrement.
I didn't see it.
Right?
Yes, it was hefty.
So, I assume it was nobody in the room,
Excrement. On the front, by the front door.
and I have not been able to track it down yet to see him leave it there. And we don't know how long it's been there, because it was off to the side. And Sarah noticed it this morning.
Sarah noticed it.
Yeah. But.
Yeah, it wasn't
could have been
someone out there
for-
with their dog.
It's a
It's
big
clearly
dog.
intentional.
It's a pack of dogs, if it was
It was
dogs.
clearly intentional.
Yeah, just an odd thing to do.
Yeah.
Well, I do have an IT question, if we're finished talking about excrement. Do you have anything else? Okay.
Just only a sick person would do that.
Gotcha. The Bartley Davis spam filter service, can you talk about that? So what are we, the new spam?
Yes, so they sent
Filter
an
service.
email to
Oh, yeah.
all of the employees to let us know that we now have access to the filter where we can look into. Is that what the email? I'm not sure. I know that an email was going out to all the employees about our spam filter, and I asked what that meant, and Bartley said it's so the employees can go in and review what gets caught in the filter, and so that is the extent of my knowledge about what that spam filter is.
Because right now, I think it's all just blocked and you don't see it.
Correct.
The employee doesn't see it.
Yeah, there is no action that's required on the part of employees. I did ask that question. It's just an informational email that
So
went
today,
through.
it's the quarantine feature of Windows. If something is quarantined now, you will get an email that was sent to you. You will get an email that allows you to go in and see if it's a legitimate email or to delete it.
And maybe we're the only ones that have had that.
Yeah, we were the
Because
only
I
ones,
have
'cause-
nothing, I always get those emails, so I was a
Get them
little
every day, and
confused.
typically there's anywhere from 10 to
Yeah.
300 emails.
And sometimes it's
Filter.
only one a day, sometimes it's a list of, 17 that you need to look at, and you can tell really
Yeah,
quickly
I
if they're
want
good.
to, I want to talk to Bartley about that, because I don't necessarily agree with giving the employees the ability to approve those emails.
And that's what I was going to ask. Doesn't that put us more at risk
I
if
think
we're
it
letting them
does. So
potentially
that's-
open
That's what concerns
spam?
me, is I think it does. It tells you if it's a probable phishing or a scam or whatever, but sometimes they look really, really appealing.
And it isn't as if we're having a lot of folks tell us that they sent us emails that were legitimate that we didn't receive or respond to. So whether or not the employees need that level of ability to go pull those out is questionable.
I've seen some emails, we got one from Parrot Promo, and I can't think of her name.
Holly Beard.
Holly Beard saying, here's your quote, okay? And opened it, and it was a phishing scam, right? But she's a known person to the township, and I wasn't sure if she had given you guys a quote, one of you asked for a quote, so it was opened. But there's other notable, like, we got something from Dick Gould that was a quote for something. Totally spam, wiped it out. It concerns me that, especially newer employees, that they may open something that they shouldn't.
That's the biggest.
So I think we're going to pull that back.
Okay, I think that's a wise idea.
Marvin, is that what happened in Huber Heights? Wasn't that how the,
Yes.
I think it was exactly how it
that's
happened.
exactly how they got into their system,
Yeah.
and they're still recovering from that.
Wow, that's been 2 years.
It's 2 years. So, yeah, Barry, I think that definitely needs to be tightened down.
Yep.
Okay. It looks like the deer collection is picking up.
4.
Okay, that's IT. What's the next piece, Kara?
I think it's trustees.
Trustees is good.
Trustees.
I'm getting there.
Go ahead, Marvin.
Okay.
There you go.
When it was 2.5 inches of snow here, I was sitting on a sunny beach down in Mexico.
Hey, Marvin. You pull your microphone
Oh,
close.
okay. I said, why, there was 2.5 inches in the snow on the ground here. I was sitting on a sunny beach in Mexico, so I was out of the country for over a week, so I don't have much to report on this time here, so just had to bring that up.
Rub it in, okay. All right, I have a few updates. One was, I attended the school safety meeting with both chiefs, and one of the discussion items that they brought up is that they've had issues with particularly students riding their bicycles into Bellbrook on the on the sidewalk on their bicycles, and not stopping as they go across road intersections. So the city is going to address the issues in the city, but as a township, they also mentioned our bike hike path, not stopping at the entrances and exits for the schools. So we have agreed as a township to look at several options to post signs to encourage the student bikers to stop at the intersections. I guess our SRO has reported several instances where kids basically rode across when there was a car trying to pull out, and we've had a few near misses, and obviously we don't want any near misses. So I had some proposals, and we'll float that to the school board now via email, since I didn't get to talk at the community meeting we just came from. Other updates are baby box update. We are 100% community funded, so we had the Lions Club, the Knights of Columbus, a private donor, and the Saving Babies Project has, it's 100% community funded, so no taxpayer money will go towards this, and we even are covered for the $500 annual fee into the future, so we're very good there. I talked to Brian Gravunder at the Greene County Prosecutor's Office. He is doing our legal counsel for that, and they have met with the Safe Haven Baby Box people. We're in contract negotiations, but we're very close. I called Brian today and still no update, but we're thinking within the next day or so, so fingers crossed. But we'll let you know when we have a dedication ceremony scheduled for that.
Explain what the baby box is.
Sure. If anyone's not familiar with what the baby box is, their tagline is "No shame, no blame, and no names," and it's for mothers that are in a crisis situation where they're not able to take care or raise their own child, and they've determined that they want to surrender their child to the state and put the child up for adoption. But it's currently covered by the Ohio Revised Code. Mom could do that at any time, where they could hand their child to a firefighter, a police officer, or medical personnel. But what they've determined is it's very hard for a new mother to take their child and hand it to somebody and look them in the eye and say, "Here, I want you to take my child." And they've also done studies that the old putting a baby on the church step and hoping that somebody just takes the baby in, that has actually resulted in 60% infant mortality. So that is not the preferred solution. So the Safe Haven Baby Box is just starting to take off in Ohio. In Lebanon, they had the first baby surrendered last December, and that baby was adopted within a month and a half of being surrendered. So it speeds up. The parents are relinquishing their parental rights as soon as the baby box door is closed. But the box is a secured box that is, in our case, we're going to put it on our Clio Road safety building, which has both our police and fire staff right there. And when the door is opened, a silent 911 alarm sounds so that our staff knows that, hey, somebody is looking at the baby box, and information drops out of the box to provide the probably mother, but whichever parent, resources for how to seek help and to make sure they clearly understand what they are doing if they close the door, that they are surrendering their parental rights. And then if the baby is in fact placed inside the box, a second 911 silent alarm goes off so that we know that a child's actually been placed in there, and when the door is closed, the door locks, and then our staff knows that they can go retrieve the baby and do a well baby check and ensure everything's okay, and then they go through the process with Greene County Children's Services. So we've done a lot of research and actually went to Lebanon and spoke to the fire chief there, and have no problems. We think it's something we can do, and we've all been in agreement that this is something we want to do as a community, and we would be the first one in the Greene County, Dayton region at all. The closest right now are Lebanon and Troy, so there's none in this area. So I think it's going to be a great project. We just got to get this contract signed, so we're very, very close. And an update, a few things on the Sugar Creek Veterans Memorial. We are expecting the plaques. Initially, our bronze sculptor said that we'd have them by Veterans Day, so I reached out to him again and was really hopeful. For those of you that were at the ceremony, at the base of the Jim Martin statue, there's supposed to be the names of all the fallen soldiers that died jumping into Normandy. He didn't want it to be just about himself. And also, we don't even have a plaque now that identifies who Jim Pee Wee Martin is, like who is the statue, no one knows. So those plaques are coming. And then we also have a plaque for each of the, for the military, showing the service emblems. And Barry and Kara came up, I don't know who actually came up with the proposed verbiage for it. I suspect, was it? Okay, I was going to say, my email came from Barry, but I suspect Kara had a say in it, but the proposed wording for our plaque, which would be under the American flag from the township for our marker, is going to say, if no one has any reason not to, this memorial stands as a lasting tribute to the courage, commitment, and ultimate sacrifice borne by past, present, and future members of our armed services, the guardians of liberty and protectors of our way of life. Let this place be a sanctuary of remembrance, a symbol of unwavering patriotism, and a reminder to every generation that the cost of freedom is eternal vigilance and selfless sacrifice. May we never forget the price they paid, and may we live lives worthy of their legacy. Dedicated August 16th, 2025, Trustee Fred Kramer, Carolyn DeStefani, Marvin Mueller, Barry Tiffany Township Administrator, and Kara Tilford, Assistant Township Administrator. So that is what the plaque will say.
And they'll
Unless
have
there's any
they'll have your
objectives.
Pictures beside the,
Okay, no pictures.
No.
So I don't know if we need to officially approve the language, but that is what is proposed, and I personally thought it was excellent verbiage, so thank you, Kara and Barry, for doing that.
Just had one other question about it. I heard we had a little incident, or is there a criminal act to climb on that monument?
we're looking to the crime.
We're looking at the police
crime guy.
officer.
We never had one before, but if somebody's crawling up on it,
I don't know. Obviously, if they're spray painting or graffiti, things of that nature.
Defacing it some way, yeah.
Defacing it
Climb up
such.
and have their photo taken. I know quite a few people have done that. I don't know.
I think if we post it to stay off
get up
of it,
on
that
it,
would be
and
different.
break something off on it.
So I don't have an issue with the verbiage. I don't know that we have to vote on anything, I just...
Gotcha, okay, all right, that's what we're proposing. So
Yeah.
if-
Do you have
if it's-
Marvin, do you have any issues?
Yeah.
All right.
Rich's name on there?
Oh,
It's
thank you.
not, yes, that's
Oh,
perfect.
Marvin,
We should
good
do that, we
catch.
should do that.
What?
We are a
Rich's
team.
name.
We'll
Rich's
add
name
Rich,
off there.
yes.
I didn't put the names on, I just did the verbiage, just for the record.
Oh, okay, well, we know where that shortfall
Demco
came
verbiage.
from, okay.
Boy, threw him under the bus right
Oh,
away.
boy, okay.
Thank you.
Okay, and one other thing, as we're looking at signage, the QR code for the Normandy song, I'd still like to see that. And I do have a question about the shielding. I know we talked about arborvitae, potentially that it's better to plant them in the fall, so when are we
I
looking
got a
at doing
bid.
that?
It was
Okay.
to be discussed tonight, and we can discuss it during that portion of the meeting, but I have a
Okay.
bid. It's not a happy
Okay,
bid, but it's a bid.
It's not a happy bid,
Not a happy
okay,
bid.
all right. And Greene County Township Association, I was at that meeting, and the school safety meeting, I would, given our community meeting we just had, where we're talking SROs, now that I have been invited to go to the school safety meetings, I would like to be part of those discussions. Barry, I know I was years and years ago when we first started that, but if I could be, if you have a meeting with the school board and Doug Kozad, if I could go to that, that would be great. And tomorrow, I have water and wastewater committee meeting and regional planning commission meetings, so those are back-to-back.
Super,
All right, that's all I got.
good. We got the letter out to all the folks in River Ridge 1, 2, and Mead Road and Washington Mill for the potential of getting the water there. So we had a River Ridge Homeowners Association meeting in River Ridge 1, and we made sure everybody there knew about it, and they were signing that so that we could get the meeting. We have to have 60% of all the people in those areas, River Ridge 1, River Ridge 2, Mead Road, and Washington Mill, have to sign the petition to have the meeting so they can tell us what they're going to propose. With that, then, if the commissioners see that 60% of the people show up, then they'll start putting costs together. But they don't want to put the cost together until they find out that there's an interest in doing that. And I think, I see no downside in having that meeting to get what the costs are and what the benefits are and weigh one against the other. So I think that was pretty well received.
Fred, how much of Washington Mill do they have to include in that? Just a section that's
Just a
affected?
real little section,
Okay,
so.
just a section
Stewart-
affected by-
Stewart Road,
Okay.
down to Washington Mill to River Ridge 1. So it's probably
Yeah.
3 or 4 houses,
Yeah.
but it would probably include the Park District.
Probably would. It's right there.
It's right, I would expect that it would be.
I would think so.
Good point. We sent out a postcard, I think that was around November 4th or 5th, about the electricity. So the aggregation that we had for Sugar Creek Township, for Greene County, was really, really spectacular. At one time, it was 5.5%, and now it's 6.25 or something like that. But
going up.
that deal,
9.6.
It's 9.
no.
It's going to reset,
6.2 is what the current is.
and it'll
Okay,
reset in
As
December.
of December, that goes away. And the current aggregate, and the county commissioners sent out bids to all kinds of different aggregators, and the only one that replied was Dynagen, and now it's going to be 9.36.
Yeah.
So, the postcard that Sugar Creek Township sent out summarized that on one card. On that card is the verbiage that you need to go on and click on it, and it'll do an apples-to-apples comparison. So you can choose an a supplier that could be less money. Let me give you an example. Dynagen is, with the aggregate, is 9.36. If you go onto this website and do the compare apples to apples, and you decide to change, it's 9.09 for Dynagen, the same company, for the same amount of time. It's 12 months. So we talked about that at the Homeowners Association, and I think at least 3 people came up to me and said that card really helped summarize what they needed to do, and that link on there was really nice. It helps you do the comparison. So you can compare rates, but more importantly, there's some pieces you want to make sure. Is there an early termination charge? So even though to opt out of the aggregate ended on the 5th of November, there's no penalty for doing it later. So it might cost you a little bit more money. I got my card back today that said, thank you for signing up with somebody different. Oh, by the way, it takes 2 billing cycles before it goes into effect. So, yes, so.
We took, what would you guess, Kara, how many phone calls the last 2 weeks?
Been
100?
busy, yeah. Fred took 2, thank you, Mr. Kramer, I appreciate that.
I'm darn near an expert at this now.
He is.
But almost to a person, they were very thankful for receiving.
Yeah, they were all very appreciative of the information. Some of them needed a little bit of assistance navigating the website, some of the less tech-savvy ones, and we were able to help everyone. So it was overall very positive. People appreciated the information.
And Jim, did you get that impression at our meeting too?
Yeah, definitely. People appreciate it.
Yeah. So it helps you minimize what the increase is going to be, and the longer term that you can sign up for, I think the better. But the longer you sign up for, the more expensive it becomes, because they're hedging their bets that energy costs are going to go up, so they really don't want you to do the longer term. I went with 20 months, I think you went with 12 months, and I think the 12 months are the least expensive. So I encourage you all to look into that. I think that's about it. That's all I have. Okay. Public comments. Limited 5 minutes per person, agenda-related business items only. If you'd like to speak, please take the podium, state your name and your address, and you will be heard. Hearing none, we will move on. Kara? I think it's the,
Old business. So we need to set a new date for the community meeting.
All right, where do you want me to go?
Right there.
Old
Right
business is next.
old business. So we met tonight with the parks, the city, and the schools, and it's a twice a year? Is that about it, Barry?
We're fortunate.
Yeah, we initially started, we wanted it to be quarterly,
Quarterly.
and it's become probably...
Probably
semi-
twice a year, and it's kind of neat. You get to hear what's going on in each of the areas, and Bellbrook hosted it and did a really nice job of putting a square table kind of together, and so we were all able to speak on these different topics. So, Barry, I assume you're going to pick up the ball and see if,
That's not tonight's agenda, Kara.
Oh. No, it's not. All this time. No wonder my report wasn't in there. Do you have the flash drive?
I gave it to you.
This is what I put in.
Check the date on what's loaded.
It only took us till the middle of the meeting
Well, I
to
was
figure
looking
it out.
at the correction on the resolution for Sean Smith. I thought, well, I know we already did that.
Hold on, USB. I only see one packet.
That's 11/5.
That's the only one on this here flash drive.
Well, how about
You have
that?
another, I have packets, though, that I printed, if, do
Super.
we need them? Everyone in the
I'm
audience
good.
got a packet with
Okay.
all of the
I'm good,
resolutions.
maybe Fred,
But just work on the sheet.
so we,
it's not in the
gotcha,
electronic.
so, but I don't know if I have the latest version.
You have
actually.
the latest one now. You
Okay,
should. This
but
is
here,
what
why don't
you
we, I'll
emailed
share
today.
with Fred, because I have the all the appropriations.
It should be the latest and greatest.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going manual.
So the consent agenda items that are on the agenda tonight are basically end-of-year things that we do every year. We need to transfer appropriations within the departments to make sure we have enough funds in the areas that costs have increased, and we need to move money across, or increase appropriations within those funds also. In addition, we have the resignation of 2 fire department staff, John Kopic and Kevin Messer.
Both part-time?
Yes.
So it sounds like there's nothing that we can't, we'll just group them all together? It sounds pretty cut and
Oh,
dry.
this is even wrong. That part's right, but it still has,
Doesn't have.
go back to your cover page. We did this already.
Yep.
The potential update to the leave donation section.
Yeah, no, that's
already done. So you've got the consent agenda items in front of you there.
All right, well, I'll make a motion that we accept the consent agenda items as presented.
Second?
Mr. Kramer?
Yes.
Mrs. Stephanie?
Yes.
Mr. Muller?
Yes.
Okay. Public comments, limited 5 minutes per person, township-related business only.
We want to discuss the agenda items, potential update for the,
We did it at the
we
last
already
meeting, that was not
Okay, that's-
deleted.
That intention.
Been on there.
It's an error.
I thought we did. Yeah, we did that last
We
week.
did that at
What
the
is
last
that?
meeting, so
Okay.
that was
She's got a prop.
an error.
I do.
This ought to be a great presentation.
It will be. Donna Hellman, 3981 Windy Bluff Court. First, this is the first time when I pulled in tonight that I saw the sign for the
Lit up.
township lit. It's very nice. I really liked it. But since we're speaking of signs, a couple years ago, the trustees said no signs in right-of-way and all that wonderful stuff. And, we've had an issue with a particular company that, for whatever reason, keeps replacing the signs when they're pulled down. Either we're pulling them down, the homeowner, or if I'm up there, or the road crew is. Well, for the homeowner or myself doing it is one thing. The road crew, they got wear and tear in the truck, the time up there, the cost of the manpower up there taking down the signs. So when the trustees went and voted to not allow signs in the right-of-way a number of years ago, I don't think a fine of any sort was being put on
You don't have
the
the
company that is doing that.
You don't have the ability to do it. If the police department sees somebody putting up the signs, they can write a citation.
Yeah, okay, but that's
as a
it.
statutory township, we cannot.
Does the township contact the folks and say, hey, quit doing it?
We have in the past, yes.
I'd really like to see this done to this guy. He has become the Scrooge. I mean, he's putting them up on the poles up high, and we were thinking he was climbing the fence railing, but in one case, he's not. I don't know, he must be coming out like at 5 in the morning or
Up in the
something.
middle of the night, and they put a ladder up and stick it up there. And it's tough. They usually use, I can't think what they're called, cap nails, I think is what they call them, which go on roofing to hold down the tar paper, and they're very tough to get off if they're put up with those.
But it's costing, I mean, we just passed a levy
Yep.
for the roads, and we did the renewal,
Yep.
and it's costing us as taxpayers a bunch of money, because this is this one, then there's always the landscaping ones in the spring, and
Going out of business and the
da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
furniture sales, and yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so a guy named Dave Gully was the township administrator in Westchester. And I worked zoning there, and we were limited what we could do, right? Dave's different. So there was a company in Springdale that was going out of business, Office Depot, I believe what it was, and their location was going out of business. And they posted, I don't know, 200 signs throughout our community about this going out of business sale. Dave drove around in his Honda, it was a little SUV, with the hatch open, and he picked up every one of those signs. And he drove down to their shopping center and pulled up in front of the store and dumped every one of them right on their sidewalk in front of their store.
and then
And berated the manager. And I wanted, why couldn't I do that? Let me do that too. But we couldn't do that.
well, it seems to have become a struggle. I mean, in that case, if I had been the shop owner, I'd picked the signs up and gone and put them out again.
Yeah.
And
Well,
this
so a
is
lot of
what
times,
we've
like,
got going on
With this
here.
company and with real estate companies, they actually hire a company
Yeah.
to put the signs out for them.
Right, I get
They
that.
know the law is, they have to be caught in the act. And if somebody else is doing it for them, well, what am I going to do? So
Yeah.
They told us they were putting them up in compliance with the law. Yeah, it's a game. It's a game.
But ultimately, the taxpayer is paying for the game.
Unfortunately.
Yes.
And as a statutory township, we can't fine. We can't even double people's fees if they don't apply for a zoning certificate as a statutory township, which is unfortunate. We just can't fine except through the courts.
And for some of us, I don't want my wife to see that sign, because she's going to want those Christmas lights installed. It's going to be expensive.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's not cheap. But, the war wages on at our corner particularly. I mean,
It's high visibility, high traffic.
well, I understand that, and, I don't know. I think
So
maybe,
the question is, since we can't fine them or put any kind of penalty on it, what are our options to prevent this from happening?
yeah.
Continue to pull them. There's not a great solution, unfortunately.
How about if I go, I could,
Can we call them?
Absolutely. Yep, and we've done that in the past. Sometimes it's effective, sometimes.
has this guy been called at all this year?
I don't think so. That's the first.
He just
one
started
I've
those
seen.
within the last 10 days or so.
Oh, Lord, no, it's been
Really?
going on for weeks. Yeah.
The one in our neighborhood, it was just up this last week.
Yeah. Well, I'll go back to my college days, and we'll just do a big
Leave it here 'cause
circle
we
with a
have to call
slash
him.
through it.
So don't go with it. It's mine now.
Yeah, but the next one's up there, I'll
So
go up, there's a
we're
can
gonna
of
call
spray
him?
paint.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. All right, but, you know, it just...
thank you for bringing that to our
It
attention.
really irritates me because the taxpayers are paying for this, and that's money being taken away from taking care of our roads. And it's a headache for the director of roads. He doesn't need this action either, so, anyway. Y'all have a good Thanksgiving.
Thank you, Donna. I will say, we did, when we first went through that whole process, and I know Marvin has a different take on what the Ohio Revised Code actually says, but our understanding is that if signs are in the road right-of-way, that they are not permitted. So that's kind of what changed those years ago,
Right,
yes.
I know exactly what changed and why I was here. But the point is that they're not only putting them in the right-of-way, they're putting them on the people's property as well. So they're irritated as well. It's, you know, it's just nuts. There's no recourse.
That was good. That was very good. Can we get the camera to go up? Yeah.
We need you at more meetings.
That was funny.
That was good. Any other person want to talk about any township-related item? All dressed up? You can usually go, one of you in. All right. First of all, we appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. Next item on the agenda is
I don't really have it, so.
Trustee staff
trustees and
discussion.
staff discussion.
I do have one item, the screening at the pickleball courts, the landscaping. We reached out to a landscaping, a very well-known landscaper in the Dayton region who happens to live in the township, hoping we would get a very good deal. And he's given us a deal, and it's, how's our interest doing these days? $20,102 to install these trees. Yeah, it's 20 trees, and I can't see spending that much money for that. I think I'd rather have our guys do it. We can't get anybody in there to do anything yet until they're done with the project, because they need to finish up everything, and we don't want to screw anything up and be accused of it.
I get it.
It's, right now, it's their ground to work with, and until they're done, and it may be the spring before they're done.
So because I'm sure the courts, like, I know you said it has to rest and seal and everything, so that part's completed now.
I'm afraid it's going to be too cold to put down the
Okay.
paint material on top.
How much more do the engineers so they still need to put the fencing up? Like, what
They'll
else are
put
we waiting for?
the paint surface down first, and then they'll
Okay.
put the fencing up and the nets and all that stuff. And I'm guessing right now, we're probably still a week to 2 weeks away from that curing period being done. And that has to cure at a certain temperature also, and the ground is getting cold. So I don't know that it'll be done this fall. Which is, I mean, nobody's going to be playing this winter anyhow, so that's fine.
Do we have the equipment to install 20 large arborvitae
Well,
ourselves?
I think what we would do is we would do the mounding and get that ready, and then hire, like Scarf, is that the name of the tree company? Scarf out in New Carlisle to come in and put the trees in.
I know Jane.
Didn't you date her?
No.
Okay, so somebody else, never mind.
It's called a shovel.
We took a building down. We can plant 20 trees. Come
I
on.
love this lady.
Longer for the new skid loader.
We got a lot of hand shovels.
Plant them.
We got to
Get out there
skip.
and dig.
Yeah, the
Justin
problem with
was
the
like,
augers is
stop,
they follow
stop
stuff.
talking right now.
Roots don't penetrate the walls. So they
Okay.
hold water.
I think what Barry was asking is that $20,000 to plant 20 trees seems to be on the excessive part. And
It does.
I think we can come up with a better idea
I know.
and a better plan, so.
Did we try the other landscaping company? It's on north of us here?
On the other side of the road?
Yes.
I haven't talked to him yet.
So,
We kind of did,
Did Mylon reach out to you? or-
not yet, I haven't talked to that guy, still got to talk to him.
Yeah. call
Okay,
him.
well, maybe explore other options.
There's another
too.
guy that we're going to talk to also.
Okay.
so have you talked to another person that owns property in Sugar Creek Township? Siebenthalers?
Have not talked to them yet. But it might be a nice PR move for them. You know a guy, don't you?
I know a guy. I know a guy. So why don't you guys figure out what you want done?
Yep.
And then we'll call Jeff and see what
Yep.
he can do.
Yep, absolutely.
And Jeff might be just in the mood to just do it out of the goodness of his heart.
That would be a great move.
Yes, it would.
Okay,
I mean, they could put signage in the
Sure.
beds. You know.
sure, Siebenthaler, yep, advertise. You okay with that?
That is wonderful.
So what I hear is we're looking at pickleball in March, April.
Yes.
When do we want cherry trees planted? Spring?
Problem. It's getting too late now.
Oh, yeah. I'll call the governor and see what we can do to get that done, and just tell him that we're looking at the March, April timeframe, whatever makes the most sense from a planning standpoint. And how many trees do we need?
I'll lay it out. Do you want to cover the lot?
So, I have no idea.
We'll lay it out.
Yeah, let's lay it out.
Yep,
Let's lay it
we'll
out.
lay it out.
Maybe a cherry tree grove.
Marvin, anything else?
I have nothing.
Carolyn? I have nothing either. To that end, then, I move that we adjourn the meeting.
I'll second that.
Mr. Muller?
Yes.
Mrs. Stephanie?
Yes.
Mr. Kramer?
Yes. This meeting is now adjourned.
You need a landscape, and there's a sign in the right of way up
That was so good.
Hey, Barry.